What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to react to James Harden, man, and how he played this last game against the Knicks. Right now, I'm not surprised. If you watch James Harden when he was playing against the Knicks and the way he played. I don't know why they had James Harden, who's not known even for defense. They had him on Jalen Brunson, and he must have scored. Jalen Brunson must have scored like 15 points in a row to bring them back. James Harden, I mean, he didn't even try to reach out and foul him. He didn't move his feet. The coaching staff for the Cleveland Cavaliers allowed this to go on. It was just crazy. And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, when are they going to make an adjustment? Or when is James Harden going to have some pride and take a hard foul or offer any type of resistance? You didn't see that, and so it was just disgraceful. It was disgraceful. So I was and also I was watching what was the guy Nightcap with Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco and Joe Johnson, and they had some things to say about it. Especially Joe Johnson really took offense to the type of performance that James Harden put on there. So I mainly want to get into Joe Johnson and what he thought about, James Harden's defense, his defense and that, coming down the stretch. So here we go with Shannon Sharp and his co-host.
49 Eastern time. No, that was our time. Yeah, with 7 minutes, with a little under 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Knicks had a 0.1% chance, not a 1% chance, a 0.1% chance. 99.9% chance the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to win this game. And then something happened. They messed around and looked up at the scoreboard and said, "We got this," and they exhaled. And by the time they caught their breath, Knicks had done tracked them down.
Now, look, I did think at one point in time, like when I looked at the score, I was like, yeah, the Cavaliers are way up. Donovan Mitchell's having a good game. And I thought, but I thought it was all over with, right? I thought, I was like, well, the Cavaliers going to win this game. But then it almost makes it look like the game is rigged when you let somebody come down and score like 10 to 15 points in a row. The coach ain't make no adjustments. That's number one. James Harden didn't put forth any type of resistance. Then you have Donovan Mitchell who didn't like, all right, whoa, as one of the leaders on the team, he should have been like, well, like, let me do something. Let me step in. And it was just crazy.
Joe, how is this possible? When you get guys playing, Donovan was playing well. I don't know why they stopped letting Donovan do what he did, but okay. Joe, what happened?
Man, Ocho, I'm like, this shit was embarrassing, bro. Ain't no way you supposed to lose this game. And if y'all want me to be 100, which I'm putting a lot of the onus and blame on James Harden. He was bad down the stretch, fellas. They went at him every chance they got. On defense and on offense, it just seemed like he couldn't make a shot and he couldn't get no separation to be able to close them out. And I'm looking at the game like, damn, why Donovan keep passing it to James? Hell, you the one got the hell of a game going. You know what I mean? And I just didn't understand the rhyme or reason of what it was they was trying to do. And they were playing not to lose versus playing to win. And when you get a team like the Knicks who know they have to be desperate in the last 7 to 8 minutes, they got to throw up these Hail Marys, hope they make a couple. Hey, man, they end up getting back in the game. If I'm Cleveland, I'm pissed.
I'm not even a Cavalier fan, and I'm pissed, right? Like I said, the coach, this on coaching, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Somebody should have stepped up. No time. No timeouts called. No type of adjustment. If James Harden, if I'm the coach and I see that James Harden not going to offer any resistance, I got to get him off of Brunson. I'm calling a timeout, and I'm really what I'm doing once I call that timeout, I'm like, look, who want to play? Who want to carry us down a stretch? Because James Harden, anybody who watched that game could say that he just was offering no resistance. Even before the Knicks was trying to make a comeback, I'm watching James Harden. He wasn't playing any defense at all. Only time he reacted to the ball, like as far as like a rebound or something, is like when it came directly to him and it fell in his lap. He wasn't helping out other players on defense. He was just standing there waiting for the ball. Watch James Harden when he's off the ball, he's not helping anybody. It's just he looked pitiful out there. It just looks pitiful. I never seen a basketball player, professional basketball player, I don't care of what caliber, move around the court and play like that. Even if Cleveland had won that game, I'm still disappointed in what I've seen out there in James Harden, like his effort for the whole game, not just going down that stretch, like down that stretch. And maybe the Knicks coach has seen that, that James Harden wasn't into the game. He wasn't really playing. And they was like, well, look, he's a weak link. Let's go at him. Maybe that, they might have noticed that too. But an entire game, I'm watching James Harden, and I just did not like what I was seeing out of James Harden out there.
There ain't no way you're supposed to lose this game, bro.
Joe?
Yes, sir. What's up, baby?
Oh, man.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe? Y'all good? Huh?
Hold on. We all got the Knicks.
We picked the Knicks at first. We all picked the Knicks, but dang, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Whoa. When y'all picked the Knicks?
Yesterday, bro.
No, I did. I picked the Knicks to win this series too. And because I don't think that Donovan Mitchell is going to have any help from James Harden. Like everybody else on the team, I'm pretty confident in those guys, but James Harden, he got to play at the defensive end and the offensive end, man. I'm just almost at a loss of words.
Yes.
Y'all, you sure?
Yes.
Who you picked to win the series, though?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all slide. I'm just making sure.
Hey, they would win this ball game after being down by as many as 22. Under 8 minutes left in the ball game, they're down 18. In some way, they found a way to come back and win this.
Come on, man. You seen how?
Hey, the pressure, man. That pressure. Hey, Joe. I'm not sure what's wrong with dog, man. Brother Harden he got to show. He got to come to the party, Joe. He got to come to the party. He was 1 for 8 from 3.
And I want to say this about Harden. I don't even know if it's pressure, right? As so much as it's even worse than I would prefer to have somebody crack under pressure than to have somebody who just don't care, right? Because even under pressure, if you're not having a great game offensively, you say, all right, well, I'm gonna put up defensively. I'm just going because that's effort and that's hard. Right. But when you have somebody who don't care, then that means that they're not going to put out no effort at either end of the court. And so I used to blame it, say, well, all right, he's under pressure. He cracking, they got him on lock. But it's not even this. It's just that James Harden do not care.
Obviously, he had 15 points, but the 5 and 16. Hey, 5 and 16 shooting.
Get that though, Ocho.
Listen, you talking to the choir, baby. I understand. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I've never seen a James Harden this inconsistent. In the playoffs, yes, he has his struggles. But I thought sure he would change the narrative, especially this year, being in the goddamn Eastern Conference goddamn finals. How do you not show up for a game like this, of this magnitude? There's some shots down the stretch. If he had hit, I don't think they lose this game, Joe.
Number one, I think Cleveland was winning that game and had that lead despite James Harden on the court. And like I said, it's just that he don't care. He do not care. This is a guy who got his money. He made his money playing professional basketball, and win or lose, he did not care.
I don't think they lose this game.
I agree. I agree. He took some big shots down the stretch, but it ain't necessarily the missed shots for me. More so is the defense, the Olay defense. It's just blow-bys, bro. It's like, damn, you ain't even trying it.
Joe, you got to understand, Uncle Joe. At what point ever in his career, even when he was in his prime,
man, damn that, Ocho. All that. Come on, man. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. All we gotta do is get a couple stops. We win the damn game.
He didn't try, and Joe Johnson hit it right on the head. He just not he didn't try like the blowback. Like it, even when you realize that somebody is you know, like you can't stay in front of them or they hard to stop, you could make it hard for them to get the ball. You could, you know, try denying them the ball. You didn't see James Harden do anything. It's almost like I can't imagine. I've never seen a player just allow somebody to score like that. You know, he just you know, it just was obvious that he didn't want to play any defense at all. No defense at all. And it almost make it look like it's rigged or like it was set up or something like that. Now you hate to, even if it's rigged, you want a better, you know, you want a better acting job than that. But if you didn't see that game, man, go back and watch James Harden throughout that game. You got a guy who don't even care. And it was just obvious he didn't care. I don't know. I just don't get it. I've never seen that type of effort from a professional basketball, at any level. You don't see no, you know, like if you can't stop somebody on offense, you deny them the ball. You know, it's a lot of things you can do, but you just don't, you know, you don't do that. You just don't allow people just to blow by you, and it's crazy. So, and nobody called them out for it. So that's questionable to me, right? That's questionable. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.